Hello. That could be a little bit too bright. Hello, thriving warriors and those who wish they were. This is me, Shaggy Dog Edward, Director. Today is Alexa. What is the date?
It's Tuesday, May 17th.
What is the time?
The time is 1:21 a.m.
1:21 a.m. Why?
Fine. I don't know that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so why am I doing?
Time. Literally.
So why am I doing this video at this time? The answer is probably because I do not plan to be up this early tomorrow morning, or for the 6:30 thing tomorrow morning. And I'm sort of on a roll of sending videos beforehand. Just looking at Signal. Okay. Things on Signal, checking that. Stuff that came in today. So I'm doing it because I probably won't be awake at 6:30 tomorrow morning. Hopefully I won't. And that's it. So I want to first of all thank Matt for being up here, taking care of the car, dropping it off at the airport so I could pick it up and drive up here. Thank you. Jeff for making sure he got home. So that was good. And everyone else who did what they were supposed to do. Today is Tuesday, so I posted in the notes down below a link to the commencement speech of Carnegie Mellon. That was it's the whole thing, but it starts at the link to the guest speaker, who is Billy Porter, and kind of an interesting choice for a guest speaker at Carnegie Mellon. But I would highly recommend that everybody at least start watching it, and perhaps you won't get through it. Perhaps you won't put it down, I should say. Perhaps you'll watch it all the way to the end. It's well worth it. Also, just got the new version of the field manual. Remember this? So we're converting all the books over to a field manual. This is our memorization book, which people are encouraged to earn. So you earn these by reciting, memorizing poems. So I encourage you to get that. Let's see if Seth Godin has anything to say today. Yet. If anything he has to say yet. So I've been on the road since 7 a.m., so about 4 a.m. local time. I drove about 2 hours to the airport in Richmond, Virginia. Made my plane to Fort Lauderdale. And then had a 7-hour layover there, so didn't leave there till about 9 p.m., say 6 p.m. local time. And I think I arrived at a little bit after 11 p.m. local time. Got the car, drove up here, and here we are now. And it looks like I have beaten Seth Godin to the punch. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's newbies welcome. So that's where we are. All right, so what do we do? There's probably not much point talking about doing what you're supposed to do. You already know what you're supposed to do. maybe the question is, what do you do when you aren't doing what you're supposed to do? Do you want to get back on track? Or do you basically just say, fuck it, I've burnt bridges before, I'll burn them again, I might as well burn them now. What difference does it make? That kind of goes under the heading of quitting is easy, I've done it a million times. The idea is to change. The idea is to not do the things that you did before. The idea is to do the things you didn't do before. Maybe I should get my Carnegie Mellon. So this is my souvenir from graduation. Well, one of the souvenirs, graduation. If you want to continue the way you are, just keep doing the things you've always done. If you want to be different, you got to act different. And one of the first things you can focus on is, if you say you're going to do something, just do it. Unless you can't, obviously. If you make an arrangement to pay from your paycheck, and you get your paycheck, and then you unilaterally decide, well, I'm going to change the deal just because I feel like there's something more important, and they already agreed for me to pay. I wasn't paying, then they agreed for me to pay this, so they'll agree again for me to change the deal again. If that's what you've always done and you're not happy with the results, then you really should go back and change. Now, if it's something different, like if you didn't get paid for some reason, well, then what you should do is have a conversation with the person. Now, if the person isn't going to care about what you say, there's not really much of a point having a conversation with them, right? But I don't think that's the case here, because we're trying to help you become successful. We are being patient and lenient and working out payment schedules with you. We're not belittling you. We're not basically putting you down. We're just asking you to do what you promised to do. That's it. All we're asking you to do is what you promised to do. And if you weren't going to do what you promised to do, then the right thing to do is to be the one to come forward and say, I can't do what I promised to do. And now when both sides know that you're not doing what you promised to do, if you can get on track, you need to do that. Well, so this is kind of rambling, probably because I've been up so many hours. So let's leave it at do your best. There's two things we ask people to do. Do your best and just do what we ask you to do. We're not going to ask you to do something that you can't do. So just do your best and do what we ask you to do. So thank you to the people who have done their stuff. Thank you, Charlene, for the email today with the ideas. Thank you, Jeannie, for doing the stuff. Jeff had 2 great meetings today. And we proceed forward. And hopefully best wishes. What do you say when somebody said get well soon, to Bo, or do what you need to do to make sure you are taken care of. If that means going to the emergency room, go to the emergency room. So anyway, that's where we are. We're at 9:52. Now I am actually looking up at the sign that says yesterday was the only easy day. So let's try to make something happen today. Okay, and cut. Okay, cut.